Hi, I'm Chris Martirano here with NORD at the NAMM Show 2011, showing the latest NORD keyboard, the new Stage 2. The Stage 2 has some really beautiful features, bringing all of the latest technology NORD has developed into a single performance instrument. Why don't you come around here and we'll have a look at the panel and talk about the sections in the instrument. The NORD Stage 2, has 3 sections on the front panel. It has an organ modeling section. The organ modeling section features vintage Farfisa and Vox models as well as tone wheel B3 models. All of it faithfully recreated. I'll just cover the front panel quickly. There's a piano section featuring electric pianos, acoustic pianos, electric grands, clavinets, harpsichords with a ton of different variations. Then we have a synthesizer section. The synthesizer section is new, also brought over from the NORD Wave. It's a single oscillator version. And then we have an effects section here to the far right. So we'll look a little bit deeper into each section and see what's there. On the organ section, they brought over the latest models from the C2, their top-of-the-line modeled organ. So we'll just listen to a little bit of that now. The drawbars are all real time, so if I want to change the settings, I just press some buttons and this is pulling the drawbars towards me. All the front panel is live and clearly marked. The idea of this instrument is performance, performance, performance. We'll take a look at the piano section next. In the piano section, they've increased the memory to 500 megabytes. They have a beautiful new Bosendorfer sample from the Imperial. They have a new Steinway sample. And then they've faithfully modeled now sympathetic string resonance, pedal noise, and releases. We'll just listen to the pedal noise now. I'll be stamping on the sustain pedal, which is a continuous control pedal, so I can do continuous sustain, half pedaling effects. Really awesome. So we'll just listen to what the pedal noise samples sound like. Now we'll listen to the sympathetic string resonance model. No reverb is on at this point. I'm going to press a few keys and not make sound. And when I strike enharmonic sounds, the sounds that should relate, we'll hear ringing from the sympathetic vibration. If I hit notes that are not harmonic, then they won't ring. Let's put it all together and listen to the piano. That would be the Bosendorfer model. Of course, there's great Fender Rhodes sounds, great clavinet sounds, great Wurlitzer sounds, upright pianos, harpsichords. You have to check it out yourself. In the synth section, we'll move over to now. This is really brand new. This comes from the NORD Wave. It's a single oscillator section from the NORD Wave. And the cool thing is now you have 380 megabytes of sample memory that's in flash. The user can download from their library that's free to any user online. So you just go to nord.com and the library is available to you. You can also install your own samples using their sample editor for PC and Mac. Here's some Mellotron sounds. Here's a beautiful harp sound. This is again from the Chamberlain Library. On the synth section, they've added an arpeggiator. We'll turn the arpeggiator on, and I'll select an up-down pattern, and then I'll set it to be 2 octaves of range, and we'll play with the real-time synthesizer filters and envelopes. The arpeggiator will lock to the delay and also to the LFOs in the synth section. Any of the samples from the sample library also pass through the entire synth engine, so you can have a great time massaging sounds. I'd like to show you now. This is instrument allows you to split or layer in 3 zones for a panel setting, and they call it slot A. You then have a slot B, another separate panel setting, and each one of those can have 3 splits or layers for a total of either 6 splits or 6 layers. I'll show you a program I made now that really shows off the instrument. One of the cool features about every NORD is pretty much they offer this morphing technology where you can assign a physical control. I'm going to do that right now before I show you the larger sound that we'll end with. The wheel, if I double tap this button wheel, it's now ready for me to assign some parameter to the modulation wheel. I'm going to turn a knob here in the synth section and just open the filter. I'm going to also turn the volume down a little bit on the synth. And then maybe I'll also change the shape of the wave. So now I've set those just by simply moving the wheel. I'm using a macro control, and you can see that all of the various controls are moving in real time. So let's listen when we put it all together and show off what it can really do when we're looking for a very large configuration. Very cool, new from NORD, the NORD Stage 2, being shown here at NAMM 2011. It should be in the United States sometime in March. It comes in 3 different keyboard lengths, 88-note fully weighted, 76-note semi-weighted, and then there's a 73-note that has a waterfall key similar to an organ that's semi-weighted. So the 76, 88 are fully weighted, the 73 is semi-weighted. Prices are to be announced. Thank you. I'm Chris Martirano from NAMM 2011.